ChezPride. Welcome back to another Sims 4 Life and Death review / first reaction type video. This time we are going over everything in build and buy mode. For this video, I have went ahead and placed everything down that comes in build and buy mode on the blank 64 by 64 lot that comes in the new world. And can I just say, I am so happy since Horse Ranch came out that we have been getting 64 by 64 lots like regularly again. Like, there was a period before Horse Ranch where it just seemed like the Sims had forgotten about 64 by 64 lots. There hasn't always, like, 64 by 64 lots, one, wasn't always a thing, but two, like, wasn't always the most popular thing. Like, people don't use 64 lots like that often if you're not a builder. But I really like 64 by 64 lots, so I'm really happy to be getting more because I feel like we should just have at least one with every big world. But in this one, we're not only getting one, we have this blank lot, but we actually have a second 64 by 64 lot, which is a cemetery lot. So that is very exciting to me because also you could change that 64 by 64 lot into anything you want as well. So we have two in this world, so I'm pretty happy about that. But saying that, I placed everything down this lot in build and buy mode on a 64 by 64 lot, and as you can see, it pretty much took up the whole lot. So you know there's a lot for us to look at, which does mean technically I have seen everything because I placed everything down, but I didn't actually really look at the stuff, especially I didn't look at the swatches or anything for most of the stuff. So it's basically still a first reaction, but this is going to be a long video, so let's go ahead and just jump right in and start off with the new lot trait and lot type. So I've already moved a family into this residential lot to show off all these items. So I can't switch my lot type to any type of a commercial type lot type. It won't even show the options in the list. So I can't physically show you this right now. But there is a new type of lot type like I mentioned earlier. We finally have cemeteries back. I'm not sure if they're calling it graveyard or cemetery. I'm assuming they're calling it cemetery. But we finally have cemeteries back in The Sims, guys. I have wanted cemeteries in The Sims 4 since The Sims 4 came out. Like, honestly, it's been one of my biggest wants. In The Sims 3, I was obsessed with cemeteries. Like, what I would always do, and I did this in all my files, is I would have my family in one lot, and then you could buy lots in The Sims 3 and basically like turn them into whatever you wanted and own that lot. And I would always turn it into a cemetery and then have like my own private little family cemetery next to the house I was playing in. And then I would just play generations on generations on that same lot with different members of the family, and then as they would die, just keep adding them to the family graveyard, and then like go and visit the graveyard at night. I don't know. It was one of my favorite things to do in The Sims 3. I don't know why, but I was obsessed. So I've wanted graveyards in The Sims 4 so bad, and we finally have them. But since I can't show them off here and kind of show off the requirements and whatnot, I am going to make a whole separate video of me going over specifically graveyards / cemeteries, as well as building one with you guys in that video. So you have that to look forward to. But for this video, we are going to stick with what comes in this pack that I can show off on a residential type lot. Alright, but without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into build mode. And the first thing I like to show off in build mode is actually the pre-made rooms. The Sims like to put pre-made rooms with expansion or even some other types of packs to kind of show off how they imagined us using the objects, and I really like looking at these because it kind of gives us a preview of what we're about to get into. So this expansion pack actually has 6 pre-made rooms. That's actually quite a few. It's actually quite a few. Starting out with this Moonlit Cradle Nursery. So they actually have a type of room for every life stage, like a baby, like this is the newborn, through like elder, like, but for kids they have them all except for infant. So we have a newborn, but we don't have an infant. Then we have a toddler room, and we have like what could be a kid or teenage room, but for some reason we have no infant stuff in this pack, which is kind of weird because that's like the newest life stage. You think they include at least one thing? I know we just got the storybook nursery kit, which is kind of this style, but I don't know, I just feel like that was a missed opportunity. But we do have this for newborns at least. So we have a nursery that has a blue swatch, a black swatch, and a green swatch. And of course, I have placed down the black swatch for us to look at. So this is the new room. I'm loving the wallpaper and the flooring. And the first thing I am noticing, well, besides the new cradle bassinet type situation, love that, that's super cute. But this freezer bony stuffed animal Grim Reaper version, yes please. I love all the new freezer bony stuff we've been getting here recently. I think it's actually fantastic. Also, pretty sure that's a new rug. Also, I love the fact that since we got infants, every expansion pack that has come with a new rocking chair. Like, I think that's kind of adorable. Like, that's just, I feel like going to be a thing from now on. Every expansion pack we have, we're going to get a new type of rocking chair, and I live for it. I live for it. So we have the new rocking chair, we have a new shelf with a little ghosty jar. I thought that was going to be locked to an object, but it's not. It's its own object, and I love it. It's adorable. And yeah, that is most of what's in this room. Yeah, that's pretty much it what to look at. So the next room we are looking at is called Hollowed Hideaway. So this is what I consider like the teenage/kid room. So it comes in a green, a beige, and a black. And you guys know I already placed the black down. So this is what it looks like. Unfortunately, there is no specific new bed for kids/teenagers, or just like this 1x3 bed instead of a 2x3 bed. They have a new cradle, they have a new toddler bed, and they have 2 new larger double beds, but no new like single tile beds. I don't know. I just thought that was really weird, but whatever. I guess kids and infants are getting left out here when it comes to beds. But this pack, or this room, honestly, is very base game, but it does have some new stuff. So it has some new wallpaper and flooring. We have a new lamp. We have some new wall decor. The desk and chair and the plant is new. I like the plant a lot. The desk, and chair are very modern compared to everything else, but I guess that's not horrible. Oh, I just noticed the lamp has a little bird on it. That is so cute. Wait, hold on. Oh, this is separately slotted. So the new nightstand has a slot on the bottom, which that's really handy. Okay, I'm not mad about that. Oh, and of course, they put the little freezer bony guitar from base game. Love that. Okay, so we have that, and then like I said, we have a toddler room, and this one is called Crow's Nest Nursery. So it kind of has like a crow theme, and it has 2 toddler beds in it, which I'm obsessed with these toddler beds. So we have it in brown, we have it in tan, and we have it in blue, and I chose the blue because that was closest to black. So we have this midnight blue room, which I love this. Like, this wallpaper is so fun. Like, I don't know if I could do a whole room in it, but for an accent wall, I love it. Is very creative. And I like it. But more importantly, these toddler beds, though. I am obsessed with these toddler beds. They have little lights strung up in a canopy above the bed, and just the little wooden carved accents. Oh my, look at like the little detailing right there. It is just so cute. It is so cute. I'm obsessed. So we have new beds, new nightstands, a new rug, which I think this is an infant rug on top of regular rug. So I guess this is like where they would put the infant. But it does sleep 2 toddlers in here. We have the new nightstand. And most of the rest of this is base game. This is the new shelf that I thought the Ghosty was attached to, but it looks like it just comes with it. There's another freezer bony stuffy swatch. It's just blue in this one. Yeah, I'm not really seeing too much else new with that one. And then that is the bedroom. So now we have more living spaces. So next we have the Legacy Lounge, which is just this really fancy living room. And we have it in brown, we have it in green, and we have it in like a blush pink. So I placed down the green for us to look at. And the very first thing I'm noticing, which probably shouldn't be the first thing I'm noticing, but I am, is this Grim Reaper wall art. That is amazing. I love this wall art piece. That is gorgeous. Also love this wallpaper. I'm pretty sure this is base game. Not 100% sure. But we have this side table again. We're using this a lot. Same with this plant we're using a lot. We have some new chairs, a new love seat, a new coffee table, another new plant. We have a TV stand. Ooh, this door. Look at how pretty this door is. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. This lamp, both these lights are new. Alright, so we have that. I'm pretty sure those lights are new at least. And then next we have a visionary study. So it's a study without a computer, but it does have a tarot deck card, so that's interesting. So it has a tan, blush, and white. And I chose the tan for us to look at because it had the dark floor and the green freezer bony. So we have a new desk. I feel like some of the desks are, some of the stuff we can use for offices is really modern and some is really traditional. And it's very interesting how they put both of those together in this office. But first thing I'm noticing is this desk chair. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the desk chair. Also love the tarot art looking stuff on the wall. We have new wall art over here. I think this is sized up, but whatever. Love this grandfather clock. This poof is cute. I like the rug. These chairs are cute. Again, it's just I don't understand why there's modern stuff in this pack. Like the candles. I like the fact you can slot stuff on top of the bookshelves in multiple spots. So there's like multiple different slots. Love that. The only thing I don't really like in this is this. I don't quite understand the purpose of this, but you know, I also don't own a bunch of quilts, so it could just be me. Ooh, look at this window. The handle on this window is like 3D. It's not just flat printed on. It's just straight up 3D. I really like that. Okay. And we have one more room. It's actually an outdoor room. And if you don't want to go out of your way to go to the cemetery, you can just put a memorial ground in your lot. And this one you can actually have a funeral. So this is kind of a set up funeral little room space area that comes in brown, it comes white, it comes in black apparently, but the black and the white swatch look exactly the same. So I put down the black/white swatch and it's completely white. So yeah, there's that. But we have this little memorial type funeral area here. Kind of shows off some of the funeral stuff. We have the casket, the memorial. I guess I don't know what to call this. Display is what they're calling it. We have signs, we have a podium, we have some of the new chairs. I think both of these terrain paints came in a recent patch update, like in the last couple of months. But there is no new terrain paint in this pack, unfortunately. But we do have what we got recently for free to the base game. So that is all the pre-made rooms. So I guess next, let's go ahead and take a look at the wallpaper in this pack. Alright, let me put some walls up, and honestly, I was gonna say let me make it brighter by turning the time of day. Didn't exactly help. Did not exactly help our viewing here, but it's a little bit better, I guess. So we have a couple of new wallpapers, both for indoor and outdoor. So I'm going to show you what I would consider the indoor wallpaper first, and then I'll show you what I consider the outdoor wallpaper. So we have 4 new wallpapers here. So we have this fun little wallpaper. It's slightly fancy. It has like trim and the fancy designs, but it also hides a skull in it. And that's kind of like very accurate for most of the stuff in this pack. There's a lot of hidden skulls and a lot of like little death related symbols hidden within the artwork. So I really enjoy that aspect about it, being a creepy skull loving gal myself. So we have this wallpaper that comes in all these swatches. I'm loving the black and red. And then we have a slightly fancier wallpaper, and honestly, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a rib cage or a tree. I'm assuming that's a rib cage, but either way, it looks like a little flower design until you look closer. But it has this paneling on the top and the bottom, especially this bottom paneling is super fancy. I like it. And then this paneling actually matches the paneling on the next wallpaper. So these two wallpapers actually could go together quite easily. But this version doesn't have wallpaper. It's just a straight up like wood paneling. And honestly, I feel like we don't have enough fancy wood paneling. So I'm actually really happy we got that. Especially since it does come with a wallpaper that goes with it. So you don't have to just use the wood wall paneling. I think that's really nice. But I do love all these wood colors. Even the purplish wood colors are fun. And then last for indoor wallpaper, we have this wallpaper, which after the broken down into the 3 different type of swatches, it does look like 3 different wallpapers, but it is actually the same wallpaper, just different patterns. That you can see they all have the same bottom. Well, they look like they have the same bottom. It's different colors, of course, but so the first one is this crow wallpaper I was talking about earlier. Like I said, I don't know if I could do a whole room in this, but I do like this as an accent wall, especially for like maybe like a kid's room or something, or an office even. I think this would make a really pretty office wallpaper, especially in the brown. But we have that, and then the next one has like owls and skulls on it. I think that's really cool. It comes in a couple colors. And we even have a butterfly wallpaper, which I love, because I love a butterfly. So we have that. And then for the outside wallpaper, we have a bunch of stone wallpaper. And it's a little complicated, so let me walk you through it here. So basically, we have this new stone wallpaper here. It comes in all of these swatches. But when you place it on a corner, it kind of gives this cornerstone. So it kind of lines up to where, like, if you, like, round a corner or something, this will pop up in the corner and kind of give an accent. So all of these swatches come with a automatic corner piece. But if you don't have it on corner, it's not going to look like it has that corner piece. So there is also a variant of the wallpapers that has all these same swatches just without the corner piece, which is why this tile is here, because I didn't want to place the exact same wall patterns down here just to show that I didn't have a corner. So just imagine all of these doubled. One has a corner, one doesn't. So that is that wallpaper. And then I'm very happy and most excited when it comes to the stone wallpapers for this one. This type of stone, I don't know exactly what to call this style of like stone wall, but I'm obsessed. Every time, or almost every time I use stone in my game, especially for like an accent wall, I use this type of stone. So whenever we get new versions of this type of stone, I am always super excited. And honestly, some of the variants on this is beautiful. Like the two on the ends of this one, and the black, like the solid black. I think all of those are gorgeous. This one's even kind of pretty. I really like this wallpaper. And then we have this. I'm pretty sure this is stone. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to just be like rows of stone. I don't know. I don't like it though. It just looks kind of just like flat and plain to me. It does come in some cool swatches though. I like the orange and I like the purple color. There's not much to it. And then we have two more wallpapers. Only one which I'm really showing. So basically kind of the same as the first stone wallpaper. There's two variants. So this is all the swatches in the last two wallpapers. But this one that I have placed down is like the quote dirty swatch. So it has like dirt on the bottom. And then you see here, this one matches with this one. But it's the same thing except it just doesn't have the dirt on the bottom. So imagine all of these without the dirt on the bottom. And that is all the wallpapers. And now we have flooring. And you would think after all that wallpaper that we would have so much flooring. No, we have one flooring. Lots of swatches. It is gorgeous flooring. It is a wooden flooring that is patterned. I think the pattern is really nice and kind of subtle, but at the same time would go with other wood floor patterns that we have without clashing too bad, which is something that's kind of hard to do. I really like it in this gray swatch. I think this is like probably the prettiest gray wood flooring we have. This green is also gorgeous. The black is nice and simple. I really like the flooring. I'm just disappointed that it, there's only one flooring. But I could just being a little too picky there. So that is all the wallpaper and flooring. So I think let's go ahead and get the roof stuff out of the way before I forget. So there's two new roof textures. There's a new glass roof and a new tile roof. So this is the new glass roof, and honestly, I love any time we add a new glass roof, especially when it has texture that, as you can kind of see if you look through the glass, down below what is under the roof is going to have a patterned shadow. And I love when stuff in this game does that. I just love the shadowing like that. So this is all the new swatches for the glass roof. We have some that are kind of more old and rusted, and then we have some that are nice and clean. So we have that. And then, like I said, we also have a tiled roof, which honestly we don't have a lot of tiled roofs, so I appreciate. Also, with the pattern it comes in, if you paired this with the castle kit, you could totally make this a tile roofing for the castle. If you needed to have a roof, it very much goes with that. But you would have to imagine it's stone instead of tile. But I think it could pass for stone as well. But I love the colors, especially this first peaky color, which honestly I don't normally like pink, but I'm kind of digging the rose blush pinks in this pack so far. I actually kind of like them. And the white looks nice too. Of course, the black looks nice to me. We also have like a more textured black and more like solid black. I think that's kind of cool. But we don't only have roof textures, we have roof sculptures and tears, I guess we would say. So let's look at these first, because these are kind of a big deal. So these are holes for the floor and ceiling. We have like rips and cracks and stuff for walls, but not for floors and ceilings. So we don't have cracks or anything, but we do at least have holes now for the floor and the roof. So we have this, and honestly, you would think because it's on the roof and because these are on the floor that they're two separate objects. No. These are kind of like the solar panels in Eco Living, where they can slot to the roof or they can slot to the floor. And I think that is so cool when they do that. So it is a little glitchy, not gonna lie, with the roof here. It likes to be glitchy. But it is possible. Oh, now this one's okay. Well, we have a floating piece. It's fine. But all these pieces do come in a couple of different brown variants here. So it has all these. And honestly, I like that. But I think for this roof texture, probably this works best. You can just really match it. And what I also noticed about this is when you look into the hole, it's kind of just like this black abyss that kind of looks like there's patterns in it, but you can't exactly make out what they are. It's just kind of like random blurry objects. And I guess that's cool because it does have texture to it. When you look around, you can kind of see different items or what's supposed to be different items and whatnot. But I kind of wish it was like the glass roofs where you could just see what was under it and just kind of leave a pattern, like shadow on the stuff underneath it. But that's not how it works, unfortunately. It just kind of looks into like this second dimension almost is how it looks to me. I also wish you could just draw a basement under it and you could see into the basement. But maybe I'm just being too hopeful. We also have these new wall rips. I think they're rips. Some of them have swatches and some of them don't. So the ones here kind of have different brick behind the rips. I think these bricks kind of match the wall texture or not wall texture, but some of the textures we have. What texture was I trying to think of? I don't know. There's not a brick in here. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Well, I bet. So it comes. I'm thinking of the foundations. Okay, we haven't got to the foundation. So this looks kind of like some of the foundation we have, but honestly, I feel like the brick probably matches better with some of the other packs we have. So it's interesting they would have that and not really have a matching wall type. They don't really have there's no really like brick wallpaper in this pack. So that was an interesting choice. But we have little rips here if you want that. And then we have actual roof sculptures. So these three all have the same color swatches. These two look almost identical. I don't understand why they made two objects here that look so close alike. But basically the only difference is the bottom. It is a little bit taller and slightly wider. But this one has a bottom that matches this. And this one just kind of stands by itself. I don't know. I thought it was weird. But they all come in the same color. So I'm just going to show it off on this one to save a little bit of time. So we have all these metal textures. So we have it in just like the clean, nice metal swatches. And then we have like the rusted metal swatches. So we have that. And then we also have this roof sculpture, which is pretty much like almost every other roof sculpture we have in the game, but it's more torn down and ripped and whatnot. So I think that's nice. And then we have this fancy AF wall or a roof sculpture It comes in a bunch of gold, some brass, some metals, and whatnot. I don't know. I just think this looks way too fancy for this pack. There is some dirty swatches on it too. I guess that helps. But I don't know. This is fancy. This is fancy. I'm just saying. Alright. So that's all for the roofs. Now let's go ahead and look at the doors and... Why did I loop the windows around like that? Okay, well, and why did I group the doors like this? You can tell I was just trying to place everything down, get everything down. Okay, hold on. Let me, match the doors here. Alright, there we go. This kind of, groups things together a little bit better. So if things are grouped together weirdly, it wasn't because I was thinking about how to group them. It was more so I was trying to organize and place things down in the order that I was given them. So we have basically 4 new doors, but 3 of them come in 2 different sizes. So we're on a tall wall height. So that means we have 1 tall wall height door, which is this one. And then these 2 are medium wall height, and then the rest of them are short wall height. Okay, so these 2 have the same swatches. These 2 have the same swatches. These 2 have the same swatches, except this has a border around it. And then we have this one that's just kind of by itself. So let's look at the 3 tile doors first. So the big fancy full length door. I love the purplish pink woods. Love that. All black is very nice. And then we have some older, more scratched up versions too, which honestly, this is kind of everything. I kind of like that. Alright, but we have that door, and then this door has all of these swatches. And honestly, I really like this door. Like, oh my goodness, let me look at all the swatches and look up close at it. So it has some more wore down swatches as well. The green gives me like gothic emerald city vibes. But it has like the skull hidden and a couple of places actually. I love the round accent at the top. I think that's so cute. So these 2 come in the same swatches. And then we have this short wall height door. And honestly, this is really cute. I love the skull pattern on it. I think the frame is really fancy in this version. Ooh, look at the gray. The gray is so nice. So we have that. I love this door. The pattern on this door I think is gorgeous. And then we have this door, which I had mixed feelings on. Because I want to look at this door and be like, oh, we have a new little, like, 1 tile bathroom door. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's so 2 tile. And honestly, this game is lacking 1 tile doors that can be used as bathrooms. We have none for medium and tall wall height. But for short wall height, we are very lacking in it too. And I was very disappointed this was not a 1 tile door. But it still is a more old, worn down door. If you're trying to build a more worn down house, we have at least this. You don't have to use just fancy doors. So this is kind of the worn down wooden door here. So I like it in the black swatch. We'll do that. And then I don't know why I placed these windows like this or why I grouped them like this, because none of this, like, oh my goodness, I could do a little bit of rearranging here. Let's see. Some of these I have placed weirdly. Okay. So, I think this goes with this. What happens when we... Okay. So I'm trying to place them where the outside is on our side, but I can't... Some of them I don't know if I'm succeeding with that or not. Okay, so... There's so many different windows, which honestly, I'm not complaining. I actually really like the fact that there's so many different windows. It just is slightly overwhelming sometimes. Alright, so we have all these windows. That's organized a little better. And now I can put them all on one wall. Well, nope, never mind. No, I can't. Okay, so I'll put these on this wall. And I'm sorry, you didn't come here to watch me organize. You came here to watch me go through swatches. So, let's look at all these windows. Now that they're grouped together a little bit better here, maybe we just move this down a little bit. Okay, sorry. I told you I would stop organizing. I just really like organizing. Okay. Alright, so let's go here. So I think all of these pretty much come in the same color swatches. So I'm just going to show off a couple of them. So obviously we have this kind of bayed window that kind of pokes out here. If you go onto the other side of the wall, this is what the windows look like on this side. If you can kind of see. So this one literally is indented in where you can like sit. Well, I don't think you can actually sit stuff on the windowsill, but you can like cheat stuff to the windowsill. But it comes in all of these swatches. And these are basically going to match most of the rest of the window. So we have these swatches. I love the actual missing glass pieces and the broken swatches. That's really nice. Okay, so we have this. I'm just going to show off some of these because literally they all come in the same swatches. So we have these, which have some broken glass in them too. We have these rounded windows here in all of these swatches. As you can see, literally the same swatches. Bam, boom, bam. I love how they're torn down and broken versions. So you don't have to have broken windows if you want worn down windows, but it is an option. And then we have like these graded windows here. So that looks nice. Okay. And lastly, we have these windows, which are different. So I like the fact they're adding so many windows. Honestly, I feel like with windows, a lot of time, especially when they're windows that you can't really use with everything else, there's never enough variance because you want to have a bunch of different sizes and a bunch of different variants to be able to build a house with. So, especially if it doesn't fit with other packs well. So, I think this is actually a good both. Like, some of these work with other packs, but also they all work together by themselves really well, and there's a bunch of different versions, so you can pair stuff together real easily. So these last three windows. So these are more like greenhouse windows, and then this I feel like goes with the door that doesn't go with anything else. So we have this like old wooden, this reminds me of like a basement window, like when the basements come like a foot above the ground and have that window that looks in. That's what this reminds me of. And then, like I said, we have these greenhouse windows that have broken and non-broken versions. So that is that. And that comes in all the same color swatches. So that is all the windows and doors. So let's see. What is, I guess the next thing to show off would be the foundations. So we do have a new foundation, and it comes in 10 different swatches. It's kind of like this brick that I was telling you earlier, or that comes in the packet. We do have like this brick foundation. It has like bigger brick on the top and then smaller brick under it, which I thought was an interesting choice. But it comes in some white, creams, browns, grays, and blacks. You know, just all the basic colors here. Honestly, it's a really nice foundation. I don't dislike it. I think it's actually really nice. So we have that foundation. And then oh my god, that car is so loud. I'm sorry if you heard that. But next, let's go ahead and take a look at the new staircase. So there's one new stone staircase, which matches the wallpaper. Where's this stone wallpaper, the one I said I liked so much. It kind of has that exact same stone pattern on the under part of the stairs, and then the stairs match the stone. It just is a little bit more compact. So it has all the same colors. A lot of the stuff in this pack matches. You'll notice it has like very similar colors to each other. So we have all these stairs, but we actually have 2 different stair railings. So we have a wooden stair railing and a stone stair railing. And both of these have matching fences. So if you're wondering, why did we only get a stone staircase but a wooden railing, it's because of the fences we're getting, and we'll look at those next. So for this wood stair railing, we have this very, I don't know, not basic, but like muted brown. We have this red brown. We have this dark chocolate brown. We have this gray. We have this brown. We have this like beaten up tan. We have this beaten up brown. We have white. We have beaten up gray or black, and then plain black, which honestly looks the nicest to me. And then we have this stone fancy type railing. So we have it in the plain white creamish. We have it in the white, the dirty cream, the plain gray, clean white, dirty dark gray, cream, dirty white. We have a gray, and then like a dirty gray. So we have that, and then like I said, we have the fences to match. So we have 4 new fences, and the first one I was not expecting. I'm not gonna lie. This fencing kind of surprised me. I'm also going to close that. This fencing kind of surprised me right here, because it's like a nice wooden weaved fence, but it has straw hanging on the top of it, or hay, I guess. I don't know. I did not see this coming for a fence, especially in this pack. I would have guessed this would come more like horse ranch, or maybe even cottage living, but not life and death. But I like it. It comes in all of these colors. And then the wooden fence behind it, that's nicely fancy cut out, comes in all the same colors as the first fence. And then that's the one that matches the wooden railing. And then we also have the stone fence that matches this railing. So it has all the same swatches. And these 3 fences, these 2 have the exact same swatches. But even the stone fence has the same amount of swatches as these 2 fences. But then there's the cemetery, like stone and iron fence right here that we're looking at. That's the last fence. And it has one more swatch than, or does it? Yeah, it has one more swatch than the rest of the fences, and that kind of bothers me. I guess because it's mixing the stone and the metal, but I don't know. It bothers me. But I do really like this fence. I think it's perfect for cemeteries. It comes in so many nice swatches. And then we have 2 gates matched. So we have one for the wooden fence here, and then we have this big metal fence here for the cemetery. Well, I'm calling the cemetery fence. So let's look at the wooden swatches first. I'm realizing I placed it down backwards, but this is fine. So it comes in all of these wooden swatches here, which I really enjoy. I like the black. I think the black looks really nice. And then we have the stone and iron fencing here. Has some clean swatches, has some dirty swatches, it has some mismatched swatches. I don't know. I just think it looks really nice. I'm definitely going to be using this for my first cemetery. So we have all that, and then we have what are these called? Spandrels. We have some spandrels here, which I never use spandrels or freezes. Do we have freezes? I haven't checked for freezes. let's see. Oh, we do have freezes. Okay, I'll show that off after I show off spandrels. So we have these spandrels here. Honestly, these two should be switched, so all of these are the dirty, wore down side, and all of these are in the clean. But for some reason, one dirty and one clean in each. But we have these spandrels that look kind of fancy and nice. Again, I never use them, but if you do, they're there. And then we also have the a whole freeze here. Okay, so we have that here that goes here. It's a big, nice, thick freeze. And really adds a layer there. And it comes in all the wood swatches. So we got the black. We have the wore down brown. We have the brown. We have the white. We have a wore down pinkish blush color. We have brown. We have the wore down very light brown. We have the wore down pinkish blush. We have the wore down medium brown. You know, we have all the wooden swatches there. And then we also have new columns. In the first column here, this wooden column, I'm actually quite excited for. Because honestly, we don't have enough just square, simple columns. And this isn't too simple. It does have some wood engraving on it and some pattern. And it does have a little bit of a rough texture. But it's very, compared to a lot of the other, I am blanking, columns that we have, this is actually quite nice. It's not as usable and as nice as the Get Together column, which I still wish they would make base game, but I think this is pretty close. So we have this column that comes in all the wood swatches, and then we have a stone column that's more fancy that kind of goes with the other columns we already have in the game that comes in the dirty and clean swatches. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else in build mode. There wasn't really any nature stuff, no terrain paint, no new pool, anything. There's no new wall sculptures. So I think that pretty much covers everything in build mode. So everything on the outside of the lot here we've covered, but everything here in the center is what comes in buy mode. So let's go through that real quick. Alright, so I don't have 100% a plan of the order to show this stuff off in, so I guess we'll just start out with the bonus content. Now, I'm not going to go into this full rant for the millionth time about why I don't like the concept of the added-on bonus content if you order it by a certain date, but I actually do think some of the items we get from it is really cool. I just don't like the concept of how they give it to you and how you could so easily miss out on it, especially if you can't download custom content. So I forgot to mention in my Create a Sim video that the feathered bird mask that I showed you guys was a part of that early access bonus content. So if you didn't order the pack by a certain date, you will not get that mask. But then the other two objects, because expansion packs typically come with like 3 bonus content items, but 2 of them come in build mode. The first one here is a music box, which I don't know if there's any gameplay features to this, but it's cute, and I could totally see this being a family heirloom, because you do have the ability now to add heirlooms in with this pack into your wills, which also comes in this pack as wills. So we have this music box, which I think is cute, but this is the item out of all of the bonus content item I have ever gotten. This is my favorite. And I really wish they would have this in the game instead of as a added on bonus. But basically this frame is just, when you first slot it into your game, it's going to just look like a plain metal frame with a white picture. But as you can see, my family portrait has slotted onto it. So, unfortunately, you can't choose the pose your family is in, but basically you just place this picture frame down, and then when you go into live mode for the first time, your family's portrait will spawn onto it, and it will stay updated. So as your Sims die, or you add new Sims or pets or whatever into your game, into your household, the picture updates. I just think this is so cool. This is so cool. I love this item. I don't like their early content, or the bonus content, but I do like this item. I think it's really cool. So that's that. So yes, since we're in this corner, we'll start with bookcases and then work our way to furniture. So we have 4 new bookcases, 2 that are supposed to be to the ceiling, not for tall white wall height apparently, but for medium and short. And then we have a shorter little cute bookshelf, and then we have the slottable row of books that you can place on top of other objects. Also, why does this one have slots but the medium wall height one doesn't? It kind of bothers me. Alright, but the one that is slottable to stuff, that is portable, comes in all these colors. I love the little bird detail on either side. I think that's real cute. And honestly, this teal is kind of everything. I really like this teal. We also have this little bookshelf, and honestly, the clutter on it. We have this little box with a ghost on it. We have this little toddler in a crow outfit, which is so cute. And it comes in a lot of different wood swatches. I don't think there's really a worn down version on this, but honestly, I think it comes in enough colors. It doesn't need to. I don't think every single thing in this pack needs to come with worn down versions. It is nice to have, but I don't think it's necessary. But we'll do it with all black. And then these are going to have the same swatches. So I'm just going to show it off on the taller one. So, it actually has a lot of swatches. Okay, so we have, it looks like we have multiple of the same wood, but the books change on them. I don't know. I think that's really nice. Again, same woods, different books. So we have a couple of shelves that do this already. Especially the first thing that pops into my mind is the custom built shelves you can place together, the module bookshelves that you can line up all the way to the top of the wall. It has same wood swatches but different book colors for some of them. That's what this makes me think of, but this is a fancier version. I do wish they had one that was completely tall wall height, but I'll take a medium and a short wall height. So we have that for if you want to do your grand libraries and whatnot. And then now we are going to start with what I normally start with, and that is beds. So we have 2 new double beds, a toddler bed, and a newborn cradle bassinet. I wish we had gotten stuff for infants, and I wish we had gotten the 1 tile bed, but I'm going to take what we can get, especially this first bed because it is gorgeous. I am obsessed with a fancy big wooden headboard, and this delivered. So we have this big wooden one. I love the spirals on it. I love the skull. It's just big and grand. I love it. I love this. I can definitely see this pairing this with the canopy type thing from Love Struck. I don't know. I think that would look nice. Let's look at all the colors. Okay, so I'm not really a fan of any of the actual matte blanket swatches. The black is not that bad, but I love the frame. Just not a big fan of the actual blankets. But I do like it in the all black, so we'll do that. And then we have this bed, which is a floral print, which I don't love, but I do like the bed, the head frame, headboard. I'm having trouble talking today, I'm sorry. But it's like kind of like this padded frame, and I think that's really cute and kind of fancy, which is totally this pack's vibes is kind of fancy. So it comes in a bunch of different swatches. It looks like it's not all floral swatches, but it is all patterned swatches. I wish there was like a bed that had more plain swatches, but the blacks kind of go together. And then we have the toddler bed with, like I said, I am obsessed. Honestly, but do the lights actually work? Not really. Not really. There's a slight glow, but I feel like it would have been nice if they added more light to it. So it's like the toddlers have a built-in night light. I don't know. I think that would have been nice. But, I just noticed the little ghosts and skulls on the actual blanket. And that's cute. I do love this bed, though. Like, there's nothing against this bed. Ooh, it has, like, owls and moons. That's cute. Personally, I just wish it lit up a little bit better. Ooh, the black and red is gorgeous. Okay. Wait a minute. That pink and black, though. Why am I liking the pinks in this pack so much? I don't know, but the pink and black is kind of a vibe. That's really cute. Oh yeah, I really, really like this. I like this toddler bed a lot. Like, a lot. And honestly, I kind of like it in the pink and black the most, which was not expecting there. And then last for beds, we have the new bassinet, which I think this is the first bassinet, besides like the alien one that we are getting, that doesn't have a little like dangly thing right here. I find that interesting. I like the simpleness of it, and I like the shape. The shape of it's a little bit different. This is a little bit further back. This is a little bit more poofed out. I don't know. I like the difference of it. Like, it's very different than any other bassinet we have, and I like that. Ooh, especially in the black and red swatch. That's total goth family vibes. Yeah. Ooh, the pink and black. Okay, I did not expect to have a pink and black bassinet, and I'm kind of living for it. Alright, so we have all the beds there, and then I guess we'll look at seating next. So we'll go from the back row to the front. So first thing first is this little poof, which I said earlier I like, and I do kind of like it, but I don't like the glare on the top of it and the texture on the top of it, and the shape of it is slightly weird. I don't know. I have experience. I feel like we have better poofs, but I do love a poof. So we have that. And then we have the rocking chair I was pointing out earlier. So it looks like we have some swatches with patterns on the back of the chair. Well, not the back, or the back of the seat of the chair. And then we have some plain swatches too. Honestly, I really like the plain swatches. This greenish teal is really pretty. I really like this rocking chair. And then we have some desk/dining chairs. And one of them is really modern, one of them's fancy, and one of them's just kind of regular. So I don't understand, again, why we have modern furniture in this pack. But some of the furniture is a little bit modern. So this is one of those pieces here, this little modern desk/dining chair. So we have that. And then we have the fancier one. So this looks like it would go in a rich, fancy home. So we have it in all these swatches. Honestly, I kind of love the burnt orange. The burnt orange is kind of a move. But we have that. I like it in the all black the best, though, of course. And then we have this dining chair. This is I think this one's more so meant to be a regular dining chair. I really like the wood carving on it, though. I think that's really nice. It comes in plain black and white, too, which is always nice. And then we have two more modern type desk chairs. We have the stereotypical desk chair with the rolly wheels and whatnot in all of these colors. And then we have another modern chair that kind of matches when it comes to swatches. So it comes in all these. Honestly, it kind of looks plastic to me. It kind of looks like a fancy plastic chair. Is that bad? That's what that makes me think of. That is the very first thing I think of. And then this desk chair is the one I was looking at earlier in the pre-made office room. And honestly, totally reminds me of my Uncle Tony and Jesse. This is something they would have in their house, and I love it because they're like my favorite uncles, so it makes me think of them. And I love all the swatches on this one. I think especially this one. This one looks so nice. And last, for single seating, we have this modern type bar stool. So if you want to make a more modern kitchen, I guess you could. So we have that. And then we have the grouped seating. So first we have this big 3-tile leather sofa. It's kind of fancy and rounded. I don't know. I think that looks nice. That looks nice. I really do actually like it in the pink the best. The pink looks nice. We have what looks like an outdoor bench, but it's counted as a love seat. I don't know. It's tagged weird, but it looks cool. I really like the griffin llamas. I think that's really neat. And then we have this more modern love seat and ottoman. So this kind of goes with the more modern furniture, which I don't know why we have in this pack, but it's something. And then, honestly, again, I like the pink the best. I don't know why this pack is making me like pink. And then we have the matching ottoman bench situation, which honestly, I don't hate as much as I thought I would. I thought I would hate these little poofs, but I don't actually hate it. I'm proud of myself. Okay. So that is all the seating. And let's look at this wall art next, because I'm very excited about that. And then we'll look at the kitchen stuff, and I guess then the table bars and then tables. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of jumping around here. But first I want to look at the wall art. So this is the wall art specific. Well, I guess there's this mirror. We only got one mirror in this pack, which I thought was kind of strange, especially since it's not a big mirror. But it does have a mirror that matches the frame on this artwork, which I think this is the one with the Grimm picture I like so much. We got ravens, we got roses. Also, this rose has a hidden skull face. Do you see that? Look at this. The center right here is a skull. That's so cool. Yep, there's that Grimm I like so much. Oh, we have another Grimm. A lot of cool artwork painting on this piece. I really specifically like the crow and ravens. I think that's really nice. Then we have this more wore down artwork collage pieces. Kind of look like it'd be in a teenage room or something. I thought this was sized up when I saw it earlier, but it looks like this is just some framed canvases and whatnot. It kind of looks like it would go with the Grim Reaper career. I'm assuming this artwork is probably somewhere in that building. So we have that. We have this wall painting decal situation, which honestly is really cute for a decal. I don't use a lot of decals, especially the non-kid related ones, but that's cute. That's cute. And this is what I'm most excited when it comes to wall art. So this pack comes with a whole tarot card collection, and each card has its own art, and this is all of the tarot cards you can get, but as wall artwork. So we have the Joker or Jester, we have the King, we have the Empress, the Pregnant Lady. I don't know the name all of these. I'm just seeing what you want to see. We have a pirate. We have Father Winter. We have all of these. I just want to look through them all real quick. So I'm curious of what all tarot cards we have, because they are custom artwork pieces. Ooh, look at the Bonehilda one. Okay, we got a cow plant, like astrology one. Is this like a robber? I don't know. We have a vampire. Is that supposed to be Vlad? I'm assuming that's Vlad. Oh, yeah, mermaid. Is that alien? I think that's alien. It looks like we got a fire one. We have something to do with a well. Werewolves. Horsey. Cow plant. Yes! I love this. This one's my favorite. We have like a person that's a plumb bob. We have some torches. We have water going into the hands. We have a sword. We have money. We have death, obviously. We have a plumb bob and another plumb bob. You know, honestly, I don't know that much about tarot cards. Like, I've had my cards written to me, but I don't know how to read tarot cards. But I do find them very interesting, and I think the artwork that they did for them is absolutely gorgeous. They went so above and beyond. I love it. So that is all the wall artwork. And now we have our kitchen set. So this is our new kitchen set. It's super fancy. Like, super fancy. Like, we have marble countertops, nice wooden textures. We even have multiple appliances. So we have an oven, a fridge, and a dishwasher. We haven't had a new dishwasher in a while. We have a oven, a hood range, as well as cabinets. So these two tops match. I'm just going to show off. Actually, all three of these match. But I'm just going to show it off on this middle one. So these are all the swatches we're getting when it comes to countertops. Ooh, look at that red. Red marble. That is gorgeous. Oh, black with gold through it? That's so nice. I bet this is expensive. How expensive is this? Let's see. Oh, it's only $236, which is not cheap, but it's not that expensive. And then to match, we have the pieces, the upper cabinet here. So this is all the colors the upper cabinet comes in. So we have that. And then speaking of stuff that goes on the wall, we have the hood range that goes with the oven. So we have all this, which honestly, this is really nice. And I like how it slots. A lot of the hood ranges, I can't really slot up and down. I can only slot side to side. This one I can literally put like right on top of the oven. So I like the mobility of that. And then we have this oven, which honestly, I actually really like this oven. I think this is a really nice oven. So we have that. And then we have the dishwasher, which comes in most of the same colors. Look at that purplish black, though. That's pretty. I really like the colors in this pack, you guys. And this fridge, I'm obsessed with the little freezer bony right there and the glass that you can look straight into the fridge. I think that is so cute. And it has little cupcakes and little to-go boxes and soda. I don't know. I just think it's so cute. But it does come in all these metal swatches as well to match. Because we got a whole matching set. So love that. And then to go with a kitchen, you need a table. And we have so many tables. So many tables or surfaces, I should really say. But we'll take a deep dive into them. So these two have the same swatches. I'm just going to show it off on the dining room table. This is kind of like an entryway coffee table, side table situation. And then this is the dining table. So we have this. It is only a 6-person dining table. It's not an 8-person, but I think it's really cute. I like the countertops that matches the kitchen set. I'm digging the gold. Like the black with the gold through it, I think is really nice. And then we have this rounded dining table that just comes in some fancy wood color. Honestly, we have so many round wood tables like this, but this one's a little less fancy, and I like that. We have this nightstand here, which when we saw earlier, we saw has a slottable slot on the bottom. So I think that's nice. We could add some custom decor there. Alright, so we have that. We have this big coffee table that's like a hexagon. Which is actually really nice. We only have a couple that are shaped like this. And I don't think they're as nice as this one. And then we have a smaller coffee table. I don't know what's been up with The Sims putting like a one-tile coffee table. But I don't hate it. I don't absolutely hate it. And then we have 2 new desks. So we have the more traditional, fancy wooden desk, which honestly, I actually really like this one. I think this is really nice. I would definitely use it. And then we have a more modern desk here. So this is for the more modern furniture, which I still can't figure out why we have, but it's fine. Alright, so we have that. I like the little quill in the corner, though. I think that's really cute. It does take up slottable space, but I still like it. And this, what is this? This is a nightstand? A pedestal? It's called a pedestal. So I guess you could put like urns or something on here, or a statue or something. Basically just something for you to sit on. It matches the first tables we looked at with the marble top. And then we have, this is a dresser, and I think this is a TV stand, but they look almost exactly the same. So I'm going to show it off on the dresser. So we have all these swatches for both of these last 2 surfaces. And honestly, this dark red, like crimson color, I'm living for it. I love it. Alright, and then we have the bathroom stuff. So we have 1 new shower, 1 new tub, and 2 new sinks. Unfortunately, we don't have a toilet, which I thought adding a marble toilet would be like perfect for this pack. But let me make sure. Like, there's not a toilet I'm missing, is there? Nope, no toilet. They have everything but a toilet. They even have a counter that came with the kitchen you could use in the bathroom. But no toilet. That was a little bit of an oversight, I feel like a marble toilet would have been a bang. Now let's look at the swatches here. So we have this big fancy marble tub, which we'll be using in the future. This is gorgeous. Look at it in the teal. Oh, so pretty. And this honestly just makes me want to do like a rose quartz bathroom. Like that's exactly what this makes me want to do. And then we have the shower to match. So we have it in the different marble and wooden colors. Oh my god. I want to do a rose pink bathroom so bad. Like rose quartz. That'd be really pretty. Alright, we have the sinks. So we have the big one that kind of looks like it would go with the cabinets here. So we have that. And then we have this fancy sink here. So fancy. She's so fancy. Alright. We have that. Love that. So that is all the bathroom stuff. Since we don't have a toilet. And that's most of the house furniture. There's a couple of other things here. So I'm going to show off this stuff, and then honestly we'll probably go to the funeral / cemetery stuff, and then I'll show like the outdoor stuff off and the little things, and then we'll end on the lighting. So I think that's how we're gonna play this. So right quick, let's go ahead and look at these items. So I guess I'll just go ahead and get these out of the way. So we have some new string fairy type lights, and we have a new banner. They both come with a movable pole. They have the same pole, so it actually kind of works out. So it has that. It comes in all the different metal colors here that match the banner and the light here. There we are. And then when it comes to the actual banner, we have these swatches. I'm assuming these kind of have to do with the festivals or maybe the town square area. I don't know. I think they're cute though. And then these lights. Everyone is obsessing over these lights. I do think they're cute, but they're not the cutest lights we have. I do like them. I think they could be cuter. I do like the orange swatch though. So we have those. And then we have this little cabinet stand that would probably go into a bathroom type situation. So we have some bathroom storage here. We have a wooden filing cabinet, which is super cute and super classy, like definitely Rich Manor vibes. We have the wall stuff here. So we have this quilt, like hanging wall quilt. I was showing you guys earlier, which I was like, I don't know the point of this, but it's a thing. So we have that. We have the shelf that has the ghosty on it that you can choose to have on separately or not. It also has a little plant, which is cute. Honestly, I feel like you can't really see the stuff on the shelf very well, just from the top view like that. So we have it here. Here's the little ghosty. Here's the little plant that comes with it. And then we also have this marble shelf, which looks really nice. I kind of wish they had put the, I don't want to call it railing, but it's not railing, the front metal part on the side. But I guess if you wanted to loop them together, it's better not to have them between either. And then it looks like we have some bar backs. These are, okay, so this is a hutch and this is a bar back. So we have this hutch, which I really like. I like the metal or the skull detailing on it. Comes in some nice wood colors to match all the other wood colors in this pack. Honestly, just very nice. They're very nice. I love the green on this. Love the green. And then we have this bar back, which honestly fits perfectly with this bar. Like, it lines up where you could place it like that, and it's perfect. Like, let's just take a look at that real quick. Look how nice that lines up. That is so nice. That is so nice. So let's look at the bar back first, and we'll look at the bar. So the bar back, it has a bunch of little clutter on it. And honestly, it's not all like alcoholic. So you could use this just as a regular hutch as well. It doesn't have to be for the bar, but I like that it matches the bar so well. And look at this gray with the light blue on it. That's really nice. That honestly kind of gives spellcaster energy, but I'm living for it. Also, how many tiles is this? This is 4 tiles. 4 tiles. Okay. So we have that, and then we have the bar to match. So this is our little bar. I like the fact that the spigots have little skulls on them. I think that's really cute. This red is absolutely gorgeous. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. And then we also have a simpler bar. It is also another 4-tile bar, but it comes on the same wood swatches, but there's no, like, above or on it. I don't know how to call this, like, a wall on it. It's just, like, a plain fancy bar, but it comes in all the same colors, so you have all the same swatches. And then we have a towel and some rugs. So it is calling this a Stargazer's Rest. So I'm assuming it kind of works like the towels from Island Living, where you can just kind of like chill on them and like relax. But it has all these fun swatches. I really like these swatches. I'm not a big fan of the floral ones, but the skulls are really nice. I really liked the butterfly and moons, the other skulls and ghosties. Even this is actually kind of nice. It kind of gives me snake-skinned energy, but I like it. And then that one I'm assuming you can like lay on and whatnot. And then we have the actual decorational rugs. So these, okay, it looks like these two are and have the same swatches, just different sizes, which honestly I'm not mad about. I do think I would have preferred to get 2 different rugs, but I'm always complaining about the fact that the rug is never the size I want it to be. I have to size it up or size it down, and then when you size it up, it sizes up too big. So I like the fact that you're just going ahead and giving us 2 different sizes, and then you can also size them up and down if you want it. So since they come in the same swatches, I'm just going to show them off on this big one. And honestly, I'm not that big of a fan of the swatches on this rug. Like, some of them are decent. Oh, the plain ones aren't that bad. But I feel like the swatches could have been a little bit better. And then we have this rug. So this one's a death flower pattern here, the first couple swatches. Another death flower with, like, a crow. We have a flower. Another type flower. I like the fact that, like, all the shapes are different. So, like, each one has a different shape to it. And honestly, this last swatch is my favorite. I actually kind of dig that. And that is most of the indoor furniture. Some of it is outdoor, but most of that was indoor. So next, I want to take a quick look at the funeral stuff, and then we'll come back to this more decorative stuff and the swing sets and whatnot. So, let's look at the funeral stuff, because I'm actually just really excited about that. So first, we have the crypt, which crypts in this game can hold up to 20 graves, and you can also woohoo in them. So, loving that. And what is up with the bass on this car going by? This is why I keep trying to record at 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, well, it does come in a couple of different colors. So it looks like we have an all stone one, and then we have one with like a a metal roof. And then we have like a metal roof that has like fancy little fencing on top. Honestly, I think this one's my favorite. It even has little like stained glass grim windows. I love that. That's adorable. And then one of my favorite things coming in this pack is the new headstones. So obviously we have the regular headstone that we have in base game, and then if you have occults, they all have their own headstone. But if you don't have occults, you only have the base game headstone. Well, now you have a bunch of different headstones that you can also place from build mode. The base game one we have now is kind of glitchy, and like if you place it, sometimes they'll disappear. It's really weird. But these are just like you can place anywhere, and you can also have them for your sim. So we have multiple ones, and they all have different swatches. So we have this headstone, which honestly I think is really pretty. I think the texture on it is a little bit different than the others, but I don't hate it. And then we had this little headstone with a rose on it, which looks really nice. It's a little cracked, but I like it. We have this crow one, so I guess if a sim died from a crow, you could give him a crow gravestone. That's so dark. That is so dark. We have this little one that has like wings. It's like a little hourglass with wings and a sun on it. And this is cute. I want to give this to my sim Sunny, who is only a toddler right now, so I shouldn't be thinking about that. But, you know, there's that. We have this more like textured one, so it's a little bit older, but it's more traditional looking with the writing and whatnot. And they all have writing, but I don't know, it just looks a little more traditional to me. This, I'm definitely giving my sim Blaze. The skull one, love it. Absolutely love it. I love the oldness of it. The skull with the wing, though, it's just mwah. And then we have this other more traditional looking one that has like a little tree and some vines on it. I don't know. It's cute. It's cute. I'll put it in the white swatch. So we have all the different headstones and some of the different colors we can now have. And then, if you want it, these are like little burial placements. So you can actually put your urn or your headstone on top of them. And then you can also add little decors and whatnot and slot them on there and customize it. So you can really customize that. But we have a stone slab and a like grass slab. So it has little custom markers at the end of it, which I think is really cute. So the stone one matches all the colors in the headstones here in both clean and dirty swatches. And then the grass one has a couple of different variants. So we have different dirts and grass as well as different wood textures on that as well. It's really customizable. I cannot wait to build a cemetery with this stuff. Can't wait. So that's more like cemetery stuff. And then we have funeral stuff. So first of all, we have the caskets, obviously. So this is the new casket that you can really interact with. You can sleep in this. You can woohoo in it. And it's basically like the vampire coffin woohoo, but you don't have to be a vampire. And your Sims can just straight up sleep in it. Like, they find one in the world that can just sleep in it. So, I do like this. I like that they are a little bit more usable than the coffins. But they're basically the same. It's just way fancier. And I like that. And then this is a casket and a casket stand. So, this you can put on here and have this at your funeral. And then you can click on the actual casket that you place on there and like place flowers and have like a mourning interaction with it. So I think that's really nice. But it comes in some wood colors, basic wood colors. So we have these colors. And then we have the colors on the casket that kind of go with it, plus a couple of extras. And honestly, the gold is everything. A gold casket, I love that. And then we have the what are they calling these? I keep forgetting. Memorial display. So we have a wooden and a stone one. They're literally the same, just one's wooden, one's stone. So we have all the wooden color swatches. And then we have all the stone color swatches. So we have that. And then we have the same thing over here. But these kind of show how you can use the memorial display. So you can put like flowers. You can put this little messenger dude. You can put incense. You can put the memorial picture display. So this just kind of like, if you didn't want to set up your own, you could choose a pre-set up one and just add your Sims picture. But if you did want to set up custom yourself, you do also have these objects separately. So we do have this picture, which I really like because you can place this down and then assign a certain Sim to it that's already died. And it'll give us a picture of the Sim right before they died. So it'll like show, if they die of old age, it'll show them as an elder. And if you don't, a lot of times you don't get pictures of your Sims that you could use for a memorial display, so that kind of shows it there. But if you did have a picture of your Sim, you could place it in the memorial display as well. So I thought that was really nice. We have some different color flowers along with it. I kind of wish we had one without flowers, but I'll take what I can get. And then we have this little leave a message guy. So you can click on this and kind of leave a little message that's supposed to be like passed on, I guess, to the next life or whatnot. So we have that. And then when it comes to funeral stuff, we have this little podium that your Sims can stand at and give a little speech. We have a like farewell cannon. It's basically like a party cannon, but in better, less crazy colors. And then we have two signs. We have this big flower arrangement sign here that kind of matches the memorial display a little bit. I like it has all black. And then we have like this chalkboard display, which this looks more like it would go in a bar or somewhere for a tarot reading. Oh, and we also have some casket sale signs, so that's cool. And speaking of signs, there's no more stuff for funerals, but there is a no ghost sign. It does have a couple of different wooden swatches here, but basically if you don't want to deal with ghosts hanging around your lot, you can place this down and the ghost will apparently not appear. And then while we're over here, these two objects are a little random, but these are some play objects. So we have a journal here that you can buy. It apparently doesn't have different colors, only comes in black. But if you buy this journal, I think this is the journal that can help you with your bucket list. So we have that. And then you also, this also doesn't have swatches. So this is the tarot deck you can buy. So you can buy a basic tarot deck and draw your readings from it and give people readings with it. But there's also the custom collection you can get that shows off the cards we showed off with this little painting piece. So these are two playable objects that we have, but they're just tiny, so they're placed there so I didn't forget them. And then what else does they show off? So I guess that really just leaves this stuff in this room. I think we've showed off all this stuff. So let's go ahead and show off we'll show off the lighting first, then make our way to the playground equipment. So we have a bunch of different lightings in here. We have 3 chandeliers, 4 wall ones, as well as 2 lamps. So we have, first of all, this a big light, which I'm assuming is more so meant for big venues, like maybe even public lots. But we have this big wooden light that I'm sure gives out tons of light. And then we have these fancier chandeliers. So we have your classic candle chandelier here, which is real cute. I like the black swatch. And then we have a more modern chandelier that kind of matches the lamp we've been seeing. So we have that if you're going for the more modern look. We have a couple, 4 wall lights. So we have this candle, which honestly, we just need more wall candles that weren't super fancy. So I like that we have that now. We have this little wall spotlight situation that comes in both dirty and clean metal swatches. We have this fancy wall light, which honestly I think is really cute. It kind of reminds me of a present, like a bow on a present. I don't know why, but it does. And then this light. Honestly, this is my favorite wall light. I think this is really cute. Like this little lantern almost looking light. I don't know. I will definitely use that. And then we have 2 tall lamps and 3 kind of small lights. So we have this lamp. I'm assuming this is like a tiki torch that has a flame, but I may be wrong. But it looks like it would be a tiki torch. So we have that. We have, this is the lamp I was talking about that matches that modern chandelier. And then we have the 3 smaller lamps. So I love this little lamp with the crow on it. I think that's super cute. It's just a little metal lamp. We have the triangle base with the 3 candles on it. Very spooky vibes, which I love. Also, these red candles are kind of everything. And also, when I changed the swatches, the candles lit up. That was kind of weird. And then we have a little lantern. We have a bunch of little metal lanterns, but honestly, I think this one's the cutest one we have yet. So, digging that. And then, I'm very excited here to show you the new crow. So this is the new pet that is coming with the pack that can also kill you. You can see its needs from build mode. That's new. But basically it kind of works like the rodents from my first set stuff, in the sense that they can disappear and bring you stuff back, and you can interact with them. You have to feed them so they don't die or run away. But it's also like the birds where you can swim out to get collectibles for you, as well as you can provoke them and they will kill you. So there's a lot of fun stuff going around this crow. I do plan on making a whole video on it, but the stand comes in a couple of different colors here. And honestly, it kind of feel like this and this would go together really well. Alright, and then we have 3 new little house plants. So we have a new rose little house plant, which I love. I love a rose. I wish it had more white rose swatches. It just has the one, but the black and red roses are also really pretty. I like this red rose in particular. Then we have like this feathery looking plant, which with how much bird stuff is in this pack is honestly appropriate. But we have this glass vase that they're sitting in. Super cute. And then I don't know what kind of flower this is, or leaf, I guess. But I'm digging it. I think it's really pretty. Especially in the blues and the greens. Oh, but look at that pink. That pink is actually kind of everything, though. Okay. And then we have a couple of different clutter items here that come in the pack. So we have the quill that's on the desk, just out here by itself. We have a couple of different, like, bottles. So these are the different bottles that we have. I don't know why we have random bottles, but we do. That one has a little poison sticker on it. Very nerve-wracking. We have the freezer bony that doesn't have different swatches. So it's just a little freezer bony. So I guess if you didn't get the freezer bonies from the Reaper Rewards event, you could have this instead. We have the little ghosty in a jar that has a couple different swatches. We have the incense burner that actually has a surprising amount of swatches. I did not expect this many swatches for a little incense burner you can barely see. And then we have this. What are they labeling this as? Urn of Yearning. So, I guess this is just a decorative urn you can put out. So I guess kind of like the decorative headstones, you have a decorative urn. And then we have these 2 objects, which I don't know if this is playable. Sun Trunks of the Year. I assume you can use as an heirloom, so I'm assuming it's playable. But I don't understand exactly what the gameplay would be. I don't think it's like a kid's toy trunk. Maybe it's just decoration. But I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what this is. But it's a cute little trunk we have. And then finally we have this freezer bony stuffy for the kids. And I can show you all the swatches. We've been seeing it in a bunch of different swatches. But I haven't looked through the swatches yet. And honestly, I like the swatches. I like the swatches a lot. Of course, I like the black swatch the best, but honestly, this, I love. This is cute. This is very cute. Let's see. Well, do we have left? We have, I think this stuff is just all we have left. We're almost done. All right. So we have these curtains that are kind of attached to like these archways you can layer on top of windows. So we have I'm assuming this is supposed to be tall wall height, medium wall height. So we can you put this on top? Oh no, you can't put it on top of the fireplace because it sticks out. Okay, well you can put it on top of windows quite easily. If I can find the windows. Okay, let me see here. Okay, no, so this is medium and short wall height. That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, so you can place these on top of windows. They're supposed to line up pretty well. But you can also just use them as wall decoration if you want to, I guess. And you can also put them over archways, which comes really nice. But both of these come in the same color, so I'm just going to show it off in the bigger one. I did just want to move them down away from the fireplace for a minute. Okay, so we have this. So it comes in all our wood swatches that we have with some different colors, curtains per the different ones. So honestly, I'm loving the red. The red with the dark wood is absolutely gorgeous. And speaking of gorgeous, could you see this fireplace with the skull mantle and the crows? It It's so pretty with the wood and the stone on the inside of it. I just think this is one of the most gorgeous fireplaces we have. Look at this color. Mwah. Love it. And then we have this grandfather clock, which I was pointing out earlier in one of the pre-made rooms. It is so nice. I think this is a gorgeous grandfather clock with the skull and the little carving details. I really like that. And then we have a tarot card tent. And I'm not sure if this is purely decorational or you could actually go and interact with this. But it's like a little gypsy tarot reading tent, and I kind of love it, especially in the black and red. Look at this little dream catcher. Oh my god, that's so cute. It's unfortunately not 3D, it's just flat print on there, but I do like it. I also love this little cowplant skull here. It's super cute. And I think on that note, all we have left is the playground equipment. So we have 2 swing sets and a monkey bar. So we have a wooden swing set, which is kind of simple, but I like it in that way. And then we have a metal swing set here, and we have a metal monkey bar to match. And these metal ones are the ones that are found in the town square in the world. And when you find them in the town square, sometimes this swing set will just swing on its own, which is kind of creepy. I don't know if it does it from the one you pull from build mode like this one, or if it's specifically the one in the world. But I thought that was a little fun tidbit. But on that note, I think that is literally everything in build and buy mode without me going into like building a cemetery. But that is pretty much all the objects and wallpapers and whatnot. So I actually really like this. I think it came with a good amount of stuff. Like, I mean, it filled up pretty much a whole 64 by 64 lot. We got everything we got a lot of, or at least a lot of different color swatches. A lot of the color swatches go together really well. Even the windows, there's a lot of variants, and they most of them work together well. There's even a lot of pre-images. There's just a lot of stuff in build mode, which was needed for this expansion pack. With all the different stuff that comes in this expansion pack. So I think build mode is probably definitely worth it, especially if you're wanting to build funeral homes or cemeteries. This pack is definitely worth it. But I'm going to end this video here because I know it's been a long one. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all awesome stuff because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. Alright,